if you're asking me, will Balogun and Souttar be the defence for the next 5 games guaranteed? I'm not so sure. I don't think Goldson will just completely be omitted until the rest of the season. I mean, personally, I think that there's an argument to say that he probably should, because I think he's been poor. I think he's been really poor the last couple of months, and I actually wasn't surprised that he dropped out on Sunday. I had a feeling Clement would do something fairly drastic, and I thought that it might be that. The thing is, Gav, I actually don't think Souttar's playing that well either.
No, he was sloppy on Sunday. That's the 50 minutes at the start of the second half, terrible.
Yep, it was very, very ropey for a spell. So, as I say, I don't think Goldson or Souttar has been playing particularly well over this kind of last month or so, where Rangers have found it difficult and let things slip. So it could have been any of them that dropped out, and that's why I think there's still a possibility that Goldson, because I think arguably, Andy will correct me if I'm wrong, but when Rangers had a really good spell this season, I think it was with Goldson and Balogun as the centre-back pairing, and people were saying that's the way to go. So I can see I mean, listen, there's only 5 games, but including the cup final, not 6 games. So I mean, it might not change too much, but I can say I definitely think Goldson will still have a part to play. But Balogun
only really came out of the team. There was 2 factors really. He obviously gets the head knock against Livingston that ruled him out for a couple of weeks. And obviously he wasn't included in the European squad. Yeah. Just because of the number of picks, and they had to go with Souttar on the basis that he was Scottish. To fill that UEFA complement. So he was, I think, had it not been for that, I think you would have seen Balogun play alongside Goldson far more often. I agree with Scott. I mean, I think you might be beginning to see the start of Connor Goldson sort of, I don't know if regression is the word, but he's 31 now. He certainly looked tired, leggy the last couple of months, certainly the last month. Whether you say that's him starting to, a downward decline, or if he's just tired and he just needs a break. I mean, he does play. I mean, I think I looked up when I was at the game on Sunday, and so I think Rangers have played 344 games since he signed. And Connor Goldson's played 312 of those. And that includes, he missed 10 games through injury last year after that knee injury picked up against Liverpool. So if you imagine he probably played all of those. So I mean, you look at a guy that basically misses a handful of games a season only because he's been rested. I mean, for me, that was the first time he's ever been dropped based on form since he's come to the club. So, it's a difficult one to assess whether or not this is him, is this him, reaching, the beginning of the end of his career in terms of his ability to play at Rangers at the highest level, or does he just need a break? I mean, I think you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I think Connor Goldson, on the whole, has been a fantastic servant for Rangers. So, perhaps maybe just a couple of weeks out of the team might just do the world of good.